Hi, welcome to another video on my Raspberry Pi with pulse width modulation, which goes through this transistor to this LED, and you can see it is working by a very faint glow of this LED. And if I stop the program, you hopefully can see that the LED stopped burning, and starting it starts burning again. So pulse width modulation works. Then also I have an op amp which connects to the to this LED and to this transistor circuit, which is actually an RC circuit, and the 5 volts of the Raspberry Pi is connected to this motor. And to show that this so far is working, and I can more or less regulate the speed of the motor, and now you can see that the motor is barely running. And I turn the speed up, and the LED starts burning, and you actually hear the motor. The point is that last time an LED which I put here did not work, while here there was clearly a voltage. So right now the point is, will an LED which I will put over the transistor, will that work here as well? So this should actually be working, but it clearly does not. And if I turn it around, it doesn't work either. Replacing it with another LED, which should work, then I cannot exactly figure out which is the cathode and which is the anode, or plus and minus and plus I should say, but this doesn't work. So I turn it around, minus to minus, plus to plus, and this doesn't work either. Now I should take care that it doesn't short circuit, but it may be clear that it doesn't work. So the question is it the LED, or is it actually the transistor that's faulty? I can try with one other LED. If I turn the speed up, now it's already maximum speed. So let me try to do a faint red LED, see if that is working anyhow. And that should be working like this. Unfortunately it doesn't, so I will put this LED here. If it doesn't burn, I am very certain that it is something with the transistor. Aha, look at that. And now I'm certain it has nothing to do with the LEDs. No, I have to put it, yes, I have to put it right here and there. There's no response. Or here. No. Well, the spot of the minus doesn't really matter. And see, this works. So this confirms that there is a problem with the transistor, unfortunately, because this LED clearly works here but not here, so I'll have to find something about it. Let's replace the transistor then. Although it may be this condensator as well, so I have to measure the voltage, which I will do. So using the analog multimeter, I put the mass probe here, and I first measure here, and regarding the output I should change them. Voltage probe here, one here, and you clearly see that there's voltage. Then I probe it here, there's clearly voltage over it. So, considering the fact that this LED worked in this place, I'm not entirely sure what causes this problem, and let me think for a moment. So I should actually put a motor in here and not an LED. So if I change this, what will happen? Okay, let me just take another motor. For instance, this motor. What will it be? Because when I measure everything, this with here, you can clearly see there's voltage over it. When I measured straight at the transistor, which is hardly possible, here is voltage. So the condensator is nice. I try to reach here, but that's not working. So let's turn it down. And put things here. how do we do that? One mask can be the same, just this one should go somewhere else, which is here, I figure. I have to put a little connector over this one. Put on the motor and see if that works in any way. Very curious about it. Right now it doesn't do anything. So, a little reconfiguration. I'll do that off camera. So while checking off camera what the configuration should be, this is a correct situation. This one to the plus and this one to the output of the transistor. And while that should work, let me hold this. When I push it up, you can clearly see that it works, except for the motor. So, whatever the reason may be, LEDs don't work, a motor doesn't work. So I have to find some way that it works. And if I use the multimeter again, what is the exact voltage over here? I put it a little bit out. No voltage difference. Here, no voltage difference. Well, here there's a clear voltage difference. And when I put it here, it runs like a charm, but that's purely the voltage I put over it. And that is not the intention. The intention is to run it through the transistor. So here there is clearly no voltage difference, and here there is. And there should be. Here there is, and on the here you see on the condensator there is as well. Not here, but here there is. So why does this work? I'm not quite sure. I really have to check that out. So let's see how we can get things to work anyway. So to make sure that I know that this motor works, I've put it back here. I've taken another motor, and this from the 5 volts will be going in here, and this one will be from the output of the transistor, and this should do it. When it will not do it, I'm going to replace the transistor, see if that works. For now, I am slowly turning up the voltage. You can see and hear, hopefully, that this motor is working. And that motor is not working at all. Let me just put it up fully. It doesn't do anything. So with that, it is really time to replace the transistor. See what that matters. And let's just hope it does work. It does make a difference. So this one goes out, and this one goes in. Let's see what the difference is. Nothing. Alright. Other transistor. Because I can't imagine that they are all broken. Oops. So, just another attempt. This one is kind of loose, but let's try it anyway. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And if I push on the transistor, okay, let's do a measurement again. So measuring here and measuring here. Now this would be nice if you could see it. So let's make sure that you can see it. Oops. That's a little tricky. Okay, that should do it. So measuring, oops, reversing the probes. Measuring here again and here. I mean here. Transistor clearly works, but the motor doesn't. And that brings a mystery of why. And right now I have no answer. So an LED does not work, a motor does not work, the voltage should clearly be more than enough, but for some reason there's no go. And I don't think that the other transistors are faulty. So why won't this work? I'll have to figure something out. In the meantime, the focus was to get something working. So, to be continued. Thank you for watching.